The Buffalo Bill Center of the West acquired an exhibit from Washington, D.C.'s Smithsonian Museum. Matt Odaz brings you the story.
On display at the Buffalo Bill Center of the West is a collection of firearms from the Smithsonian Museum in Washington, D.C.
This is actually one of the largest firearms collections that's gone on loan from the Smithsonian. So it's a really exciting opportunity to kind of show off what they have on the East Coast out west.
Selecting the arms for display at the Center of the West was a lengthy process.
A couple of years ago, we started selecting about 64 firearms that are here, patent firearms, a couple of national treasures, firearms that have interesting provenance, and international firearms for the exhibit. And it was about a 2-year process to get the guns actually out here and on exhibit.
Each firearm tells the story of those who made it and those who owned it.
Firearms are really interesting because they're so integral to our history and to the forming of the American West, but they tell a lot more than you would initially think. They tell the story of the people who manufactured them, the people who invented them.
Pieces in the collection have historical connections such as Thomas Jefferson and Catherine the Great.
This is a Micalaylock musket. It's 7 feet long, inlaid with gold. Micalaylock is just a Spanish North African version of a flintlock. And this was given to President Thomas Jefferson in 1805 by the ambassador to the Bay of Tunisia after the Tripolitan Wars. The other national treasures that we have on loan right now are, we have Catherine the Great's Jaeger rifle, and this was given to her. And there's two things I always like to point out is there's a gold inlay of her on near the breech, and then also this velvet cheek piece was used so that her royal face would not touch the stock. Another national treasure we have is the mother of all Swiss Army knives, and this is 15 pounds with 100 blades. And I say that because we also have a 22 caliber rimfire revolver here.
The firearms will be on display at the Buffalo Bill Center of the West for the next 3 years. This has been Matt Odaz for CHS Wired.
Today, employers and colleges expect more out of high school students. So in 2009, the National Governors Association and the Council of Chief State School Officers worked together to form more challenging school standards. Abby Morales brings you the story.
The Common Core standards were developed ultimately to better equip students for college and their careers.
The Common Core standards attend to the rigor that students need, like you, when you graduate from high school, so that you can be competitive in this world educationally. Whether you go get a job, whether you go to college, whether you go to a technical school, our effort is to make it the best for you so that when you leave here, you're well prepared.
New language arts and math standards were created for kindergarten through 12th grade students.
The quality of the education in one state needs to be comparable to the quality of the education in another state. So if you have the same standards that everyone is teaching to, then you can compare the educational quality.
Wyoming adopted the standards in 2012, along with 44 other states and the District of Columbia.
How well are you doing compared to students across the state, across the Midwest, across the West, across the world maybe, because that's who you will be competing with.
Wyoming teachers are currently working to align their curriculum to Common Core standards. How they teach their students to meet the standards are up to them.
We are creating our own Park 6. It's customized to our district. Here are the standards. We create our curriculum to meet those standards.
New math and language arts assessments are being created specifically for Park 6. According to a poll conducted by National Education Association, more than 2/3 of educators support Common Core standards. This is Abby Morales for CHS Wired.
Cody High School broadcast journalism students attend a 4-day conference in Boston to gather valuable knowledge about the world of journalism. John Morrison tells us more.
Journalists from CHS were able to attend the National JEA Conference last week in Boston, coming away with valuable knowledge and 8 awards. Not only did the journalism students have a chance to learn more about what they do, but were able to experience American history face to face. Students toured historic locations such as the Paul Revere House, the North Church, Fennell Hall, the USS Constitution, and the JFK Museum. In addition, they made it to a Boston Celtics game. Being able to be a part of American history and learn more about their futures as journalists not only made going to Boston a fun trip, but made it valuable to each individual. This is John Morrison for CHS Wired.
The Art Club is making a comeback and kicking off the school year with some exciting projects. Brody Smith brings you the story.
This year's Art Club students are devoted to changing the Art Club for the better.
Of all the 10 students, they come to every meeting. They are really involved in the planning process, what they want to do. They're full of ideas, and they're energetic.
I feel like it's a real kind of like eclectic group of people that kind of sets it apart.
I think it's cool because we're all like individual people, and we're all unique, and we just have fun like doing what we love.
Although the students are all different, they spend their time together by doing community service and other art club projects.
One of our first projects this year was a community service project, and the art club members designed and painted the boxes for the Cody cupboard that they use to collect food items for the annual food drive.
We decorated the mall with spider webs, and we also did the paper mache people that are hanging.
The Art Club plans to complete more decorating projects throughout the year and encourages more students to join the club.
Art Club isn't just for art students. Anybody can be a member of Art Club. In fact, it's a good place to come and be creative and express yourself and do artistic projects if you're not in art class.
Many students are thankful for the Art Club because it allows them to express themselves.
I think it's good because even though people may like judge you, you're doing it because you love it instead of because of what other people think about you. Like you're not worried about that.
This has been Brody Smith for CHS Wired.
A new book on the shelves describes one family's determination to escape communism. Cherokee Barger brings you the story.
32 years ago, John Mutian and his wife Stella came to America in search of one thing: freedom.
They left Romania at that time in 1981.
Josephine Walker tells their story in her new book, Willing to Die.
I knew a little bit about John's story. His oldest son, Ovi, called me and said, "Would you please help my dad write his book?"
Mountain High Health Foods recently hosted a book signing to promote the book.
Well, it's interesting. The lady that wrote the book, Josephine Walker, is a personal friend of mine. And at the very beginning, she told me about this man's story and this Romanian who escaped communism.
John Mutian and his family applied for passports to leave Romania from 1977 to 1980.
In 1980, it was made clear to him that he would never get his passport approved. At that point, an idea came to his mind of how he would force the government to approve his passport. He smuggled the information of what he was going to do and why he was going to do it out to the free world. Simply doing that could have landed him in jail. Because of that, it is also what saved his life. So he put his life on the line. It was succeed or die. There was no in between.
So far, the book has received a positive response from critics.
It's a great story. It's a story of courage, sacrifice, overcoming fears, and again, willing to die for freedom.
You must read this book.
This has been Cherokee Barger for CHS Wired.
Elementary mentoring continues at CHS. Annie Rum brings you the story.
Students at CHS are given the opportunity to mentor a student at the elementary schools, teaching them responsibility and leadership skills.
As a high school mentor, we match high school students, juniors and seniors, during the school day, Monday through Thursday, in the elementary schools. And you're not only dealing with children, you're dealing with adults in the system, with staff, administration.
I sat down with 2 high school students to talk to them about what it's like mentoring at the elementary schools.
Even kids that I don't even work with every single day, they just absolutely love when I go there. There's this one little boy, he's like, I don't want anything to do with this stuff. And then as soon as I get there, he's like, will you help me with this? Will you help me with this?
Yeah, at the beginning of the semester, they all wrote their letters backwards. They didn't know how to spell, and now they're sounding out everything. They write their numbers and letters the right way, and it's perfect. When I got my wisdom teeth out, all of the kids in the classroom wrote me letters, and they said, I hope you get better, and I miss you, and I can't wait for you to come back.
It helps me a lot because I know what I'm supposed to do, and it helps me catch up. Because it's fun, and you get to finish your work if you don't finish it. I like working with a mentor because she's nice, pretty, and she helps me get my work done.
This is Annie Rum for CHS Wired.
Sometimes we don't quite realize just how much our veterans have done for us. Gaston Osterland brings you the story.
Jack Allen, a World War II veteran, shares with us his story of his life since he joined the Army on January 26, 1951.
It was just how to issue ammunition and how to store it and receive it and all that sort of thing. I was stationed in the bomb belt in a fighter bomber squadron.
Mr. Jack Allen loaded over 50 bomber planes while overseas.
Whenever they had a mission to fly, why then we had to load all the ammunition on the trailers and haul it in there and load it on the planes and fuse it and everything.
Mr. Allen was awarded the National Defense Service Medal, Good Conduct Medal, and Inauguration Medal for his service in World War II. Today, Mr. Allen still serves his country by participating in the Honor Guard and the VFW.
I fire the weapons at the grave sites. You know, when they fire weapons there, I usually fire 3 rounds, you know, at every grave site.
This is Gaston Osterland for CHS Wired.
Nicholas Henry brings you his monthly almanac.
The 5th is Guy Fawkes Day, but I'm American, so why would I care about that day?
The 5th is also Gunpowder Day.
And on the 6th, it's...
Saxophone Day.
On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, it's Veterans Day. We dedicate this day to the people who have risked their lives for America's safety. This day was originally called Armistice Day and was not a national holiday. The 11th is also the birthday of Skyrim. Hello World Day falls on the 21st. On this day, we... it's World Hello Day, not Hello World Day? L to the knee? Right. Well, the 21st is World Hello Day. This day was created to try and spread the ideas of peace through mutual and friendly greetings. And finally, on the 27th, it's Thanksgiving. We now celebrate this holiday by eating turkey and pumpkin pie every 4th Thursday. But the origins of this holiday aren't as concrete. The common, but not universal, theory of origin traces this holiday back to 1621 at Plymouth, where they reaped a hearty harvest. So make sure you leave room for dessert, because the largest pumpkin pie ever made weighed 3,699 pounds, was 20 feet in diameter, and it was made in New Bremen, Ohio. This is Nicholas Henry for CHS Wired.
For this year's Journalism Education Association Fall Convention in Boston, Caitlin Jacobs and Marie Hansen submitted a documentary on the urban deer population. Caitlin Jacobs brings you the story.
In the past few years, the number of urban deer have created problems for some residents of Cody, Wyoming.
What's happened is over the last few years, I think the town is divided as to the people that really think they're cute and charming, and then the people that feel that they are a nuisance in town and we have an overpopulation. I guess I would say that that's how I feel about them.
For some, it's a novelty to see the deer in town, but they also create a safety hazard.
I have seen deer in the forests in Germany, but only from a big distance. It's crazy to see them so close.
We have had numerous accidents, either family members or friends involving deer here in town.
They can be a hazard from the driving perspective when they're out on the highway.
Deer are known to flee rather than to fight, but in some cases they have attacked children, adults, and pets.
There have been some instances when, although rare, when the does have tried to become aggressive towards people, or the bucks have become aggressive towards people trying to run them off.
Multiple residents have had problems with the urban deer becoming aggressive.
One summer, my granddaughter was outside dancing around playing fairies or something, as 7-year-olds will do, and a deer jumped over the back fence and proceeded to charge her around the yard. Another time, the neighbor's dog got gored in the chest by one of the bucks here in town, and it had to go to the veterinarian, and luckily it missed the lung, but there was a very costly bill on that as well.
He started to come, and then I heard something, and I turned, and my little 2-year-old nephew was coming up, and I knew if the deer had just kept going straight, then it would have hit my nephew. But when I was trying to get my nephew out of the way, I turned back, and the deer was mid-jump, and it caught me with its shoulder. When the deer hit me, it broke my glasses at the corner. The rim pushed into my eye, and then there was fur caught in my glasses, and the glasses actually broke.
Not only have deer been the cause behind costly medical and vet bills, but also the cost of replacing plants and keeping up gardens.
As a gardener, I feel that we've had a lot of loss every year due to the deer. They are very aggressive. I have to replace trees and shrubs and flowers all year long.
Some community members would like to see the herd diminished.
We're going to have to try some types of birth control. I feel that the deer can be maybe shot with some kind of a propellant or dart, and then maybe we can decrease the number that way.
Hunting is one way to decrease the number of deer in the city.
One of the things that is allowable in Cody right now with their ordinance is that you can archery hunt, and so that is one way, especially in these adjacent county areas where we can reduce the deer population, is through archery hunting.
The City of Cody and the Game and Fish Department received multiple complaints about the deer in town. They decided in November of 2010 to create a task force to see whether there was a problem with the numbers of deer in the city and surrounding areas.
One of the outcomes of the task force, when they put everything together and analyzed the input from the public, is that they found that 50% of the people felt that the deer numbers were all right and they liked having the deer in town, and 50% of the people felt that there was too many deer and they were causing too much damage.
Not all community members are content with the outcome.
So far, the consensus is that they feel that the herd is not too large, but I feel that deer have a place and it's not within the city.
This is Caitlin Jacobs for CHS Wired.
Father Cluxtall is back for another spectral adventure in Father Cluxtall Part 2.
Yo, Cribs, I had no idea you were coming. Welcome to my crib. This is MC and Chorito. Yo, what it is. All right, Cribs, come over this way, check out the kitchen. Yo, show them the fridge, yo. Now, most important ingredient, it's my chili chicken, man. Okay, let's move on. All right, Cribs, come check this out. The rec room. All right, this is the rec room right up in here. We got MC and Chorito. Know what it is. Hey, he's gaming all day. We got Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones, the #1 entertainment in here. Oh, and check this out. Best part, I swear this time, the books. Oh, they're beautiful, man. All right, follow me. All right, here we go. Once again, MC and Chorito right there. That's my theater room. It's gorgeous. I love it. Nice work, MC. I'll see you later. All right, this is my bedroom. All right, Chris. Now we got the garage where I keep my whips. Hey, check out MC and Chorito when they're going nuts. All right, you guys got to see my crib. Now get out.
Wait!
What? Who are you?
I've been showing you guys' house out for a couple of weeks now, and you guys have a real evil spirit.
Evil spirit?
What's up, man? Have you done anything recently that should have brought maybe a spectral into your household?
I don't know. I've got my boy MC and Chorito, but like, he moved in about a month ago, and I don't know. It's like he hasn't really caused a problem, but he doesn't really eat or like sleep, or like he doesn't really do anything but dance and play video games. It's like, could that be bad?
That's a very bad thing. You brought the spectral into your household. Now we need to perform an exorcism.
Oh, wow. Well, I don't know, I've got a friend coming over in like 10 minutes. What should we do about him?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Let's go. Oh wait, I invited Newman over too.
Noma's here! Ouch. Things must have got crazy.
Oh my god, it's Enchilito.
Cheer, boy!
Enchilito!
MC Enchilito.
It's done. Nice job, Father Klextal. Job well done. What are we gonna do about these bodies, though?
Oh, we'll deal with it later.
Okay. See you, man.
Now over to Matt at the sports desk.
Dedicate yourself and you gon' find yourself standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah. 'Cause you burn with the first flame. Yeah.
The girls' cross-country team ended the season by taking the state title for a second year in a row. Catherine Morrison brings you the story.
The Cody High School girls cross-country team recently celebrated their second state victory in Sheridan, Wyoming.
I knew that I'd given everything that I could for that day, and I know that all other 6 of the girls in the race wearing the Cody uniform had done the same thing, and that's the reason that we won. That's the reason we took state. I mean, other people, they see the fire truck escort and the stories in the paper and the trophy, and we see just hard work after months and months and miles finally paying off.
The team agrees their coach, Maggie Kirkham, made them into the athletes they are.
Our coach is just the most incredible lady in the whole world. She did so much to bring our team together throughout the course of the year, and we're so lucky to have her.
The girls enjoy the bonding aspect of the races and were proud to make their coach cry for the first time as they celebrated their hard-earned victory.
Each of them had a job to do, and they did it. And it wasn't easy. I'm very proud of them because of the effort that they put forth for themselves, but what they also do for each other, because if they do it for each other, we're a team.
As a way to unite the team, Coach Kirkham decided to introduce the girls to the saying Ubuntu, which means I am because we are.
As we did our prayer and our cheers and everything, we would all like come together and like put our hands out and stuff, and I don't know, that was like really symbolic for our team this year.
To have 4 years of hard work pay off like this was absolutely incredible. The girls on the cross-country team are definitely a special group of girls, and winning state without them wouldn't have been the same.
This is Catherine Morrison for CHS Wired.
Many Cody High School seniors ended their high school football careers in a playoff loss to Powell. Trey Blau brings you the story.
The Cody Bronc football team's season came to a close with a tough 26-13 loss in Powell.
Even though it wasn't the way I wanted it to go, it was still pretty good that we played them tougher than we did the first time.
Even though the outcome wasn't what they wanted, the Bronc team grew a lot through the course of the season.
The team did grow a lot from 2 days. We became closer throughout the season and then just kept going.
For many seniors, the Powell game marked the end of their football career.
My feelings toward my football career being over are probably more towards I'm kind of sad that it's over now, but it kind of opens a doorway to new things.
Although their playing days are over, the seniors have learned many lessons on the field that will stay with them.
The lessons I've learned from playing Cody football or working hard will get you anything in life.
This is Trey Blau for CHS Wired.
Now it's time for the Equus quiz. In volume 52, issue 3 of the Equus, what was Ann Brinegar's 4th place time at state? If you know the answer, call extension 5125.
Earth was attacked. We won the war, but they destroyed half the planet. Everyone's been evacuated. Nothing human remains. Our job is security and drone maintenance.
Thanks, Jack. And we can leave and join the others.
Doesn't seem right. We won the war. Now we have to leave.
The people you work for lied to you. They told you to follow orders. And soon you would join the others.
There are people down there. There are things you need to know.
I don't want to know! You're still an effective team. We're not an effective team.
Help us end this.
You don't have to die. They don't have to die. It's time to come home.
I'm not gonna do that. Earth is my home.
This week's movie quiz question is, what is the identity number of the tower that Jack and Victoria live in? If you know the answer, call extension 5125.
Thank you for watching this episode of CHS Wired. I'm Kayla Cortez alongside Trey Blau.
And don't forget to go to our website, chswired.tv, to watch our latest episode.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me.